Most people don't struggle with money because they're bad at math, but because they usually don't have a plan. Here is the plan: 90 days, 12 weeks, one reset that builds a system for saving, investing, and growing wealth. No fluff, just steps that actually work. Week 1 is all about truth. Pull the last 3 months of statements from every account where money moves. Bank accounts, credit cards, debt payments, everything. Categorize every expense into 3 buckets: fixed expenses like rent, utilities, car payments, subscriptions, and groceries; discretionary expenses like eating out, travel, shopping, and entertainment; and any debt payments like student loans or credit cards. Then find your average monthly spend in each category. Compare that to your income to calculate your savings rate. In business terms, you just found your revenue, your expenses, and your net profit. This alone exposes hidden habits, forgotten subscriptions, and places where money quietly leaks away. Week 2 cuts the fat, sort expenses from largest to smallest, and target the easiest wins first. The goal is to reduce categories by 10 to 30% over the next 90 days. Rent might be tough to change quickly, but others are fair game. For example, ride shares. If you are spending $225 a month on Ubers, ask why. Convenience on weekends, laziness on short trips. Awareness alone can cut $100. Walk more. Use public transit. You might even cut the full $225. Car and insurance payments are another opportunity. Many people never shop around. Comparing offers can save about $100 a month. Eating out and shopping can often drop $50 to $100 each, with a few fewer swipes. Cancel subscriptions you barely use. If total cuts reach $400 a month, that is $4,800 a year. That can become an extra flight to Europe, a Roth IRA contribution, or serious progress on debt. Week 3 is automation, also known as paying yourself first. Open a high-yield savings account for short-term goals. Competitive rates are around 3.8 to 4%. $10,000 at 4% earns $400 a year while you sleep. Set automatic transfers on payday. Before you touch a dollar, send preset percentages straight to savings and investing. Aim for at least 10% of take-home pay total. Split 5% to a high-yield savings account and 5% to an investment account, if that is realistic for your situation. The psychology is powerful. If the money moves before you see it, you are not tempted to spend it. It is the same reason a 401k works. You never touch what you do not see. Week 4 attacks high-interest consumer debt. If credit cards are hanging over your head, total it up and build a payoff plan now. Use a credit card calculator to see the impact of paying a little extra. On a $2,500 balance, adding $75 a month can shave 8 months off your payoff timeline. Set automatic payments to stay consistent. Then pick up the phone and ask your card issuer to lower your interest rate, even temporarily. Mention competitive offers and loyal customer history. The worst they can say is no. With average credit card APRs over 21%, any reduction or extra payment is an immediate risk-free return. Week 5 builds your emergency fund to $1,000. That 4-digit milestone is a big mental win, and most people do not have it. 59% of Americans cannot afford a $1,000 emergency. If you are already past $1,000, your target becomes 3 to 6 months of living expenses. To reach the first goal fast, sell unused electronics, clothes, or furniture. Pick up a side hustle. Redirect the savings from week 2 straight into this fund. Keep it in your high-yield savings account so every dollar earns interest. Popular choices include Wealthfront, SoFi, or Ally. Week 6 sets up investing. Over the last 100 years, stocks have delivered the best returns compared to bonds, art, precious metals like gold, and other commodities. The simple strategy here is to invest in an S&P 500 index fund, or ETF, for broad exposure to hundreds of top US companies. It is passive. Set it and forget it. Rely on the market's historical average returns of 8 to 10% over time. Open a brokerage account at a firm like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. Automate contributions and buy the S&P 500 ETF regularly. At 8% average returns, one example shows that investing $1,000 a month for 30 years can grow to about $1.49 million. Consistency is the secret. Stay the course. Week 7 levels up income. Cutting costs is powerful, but earnings have no ceiling. If it has been a year since your last raise, ask for one. If it has been 2 years, it is overdue. Inflation quietly steals purchasing power. Research salaries and build a case. Job hopping every 2 years can sometimes boost pay by 30 to 40%, depending on your situation. Start a side hustle. Freelance. Flip items on Facebook Marketplace. Walk dogs. Deliver with DoorDash. Or learn a high-income skill like coding, video editing, sales, or design. Pick one path to grow your income and commit. Week 8 locks in a written savings goal for the rest of the year. Choose the target that matters most, an emergency fund, a down payment, a wedding. Write down the dollar amount and the deadline. Break it into a monthly number. Studies show that writing goals, making a plan, and sharing them with a friend increases the chance of success by 42%. Tell your family. Tell your friends. Accountability fuels progress. Week 9 tackles credit cards with self-awareness. If you have strong self-control, run all purchases through a card and pay the balance in full every month. That unlocks cashback, points, and travel perks for free. If self-control is a struggle, be careful. Carrying a balance at around 21% interest is brutally expensive. The average American has about $723 in credit card debt. One way to test yourself is to start with a low credit limit for 3 to 6 months and watch your habits. Used responsibly, credit cards build credit because on time, payments strengthen payment history, which is 35% of your credit score. Better credit means better rates and bigger opportunities. Week 10 starts net worth tracking. Add up all assets and subtract all debts. That number is your net worth. For example, a house worth $100,000 plus $25,000 in investments and bank balances minus $30,000 owed on a car equals a net worth of $95,000. Track monthly or quarterly. Watching that number rise over time is motivating and keeps the big picture in focus. Week 11 revisits spending. It has been about 8 weeks since the first audit. Dive back into the last 2 months, recategorize, recalculate averages. Compare to your baseline from week 1. If any category crept up, plug the leak now. Awareness and course correction keep the plan on track. Week 12 sets stretch goals. Go beyond survival. Map 1 year, 5 year, and 10 year milestones. 1 year could be saving $10,000. 5 years could be buying property, launching a business, or hitting a net worth milestone like $100,000, $250,000, or $500,000. 10 years could be financial independence, a year of travel, or even early retirement. Break each goal into steps. If the target is a down payment in 5 years, calculate the monthly amount needed and automate it. Schedule quarterly financial check-ins so momentum never fades. Popular dates are March 31st, June 30th, September 30th, and December 31st. 90 days from now, your money can run on a system built on clarity, automation, and discipline. Wealth is not built overnight. It is built through consistency and a long-term vision. The only question left is this: which step will your future self be most grateful you started today?